across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away, and the whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky, and 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove. It's a light in your eyes that makes him warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yeah, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him how you spent your time, and what's the latest thing the neighbors say. And your mother called last Friday, sunshine made her cry, and you felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. And another time that I can lay this tired old body down and feel your fingers feather soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know, of just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home. Like a fire softly burning, the supper's on the stove, and a light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm, it feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, how you doing out there, Guitar Heroes? All right, we love John Denver. One of his earlier hits, I think it may have come on one of the first albums, Back Home Again, 1974. This is a fairly easy song. We don't have any bar chords. That's great. There's not really any intro in it other than just a little alternating bass line on a D chord. In this case, I'm in standard tuning. I'm playing it open using D. If you wanted to be in John's key, which is an E, then we put the capo at the second, and I wasn't able to sing there, so I just left it open. This is really a good alternative when it's easy. Just, you know, if you can sing it, bring it up to the original key. But in this case, I wasn't able to do that, and maybe you aren't either, so we can lower it back down. So that works pretty good. Okay, so like I said, the intro is just simply an alternating bass line on a D chord. So we start with a D, A, just do that a couple of times. So we hit the A for the bass. First we hit the D for the bass, and we hit the A for the bass, and just a couple slow strums, and then we go right into the song. So let's go through the first verse. We're on a D. There's a D storm across the D7. Remember how D7 is, right? First finger on the B string, and then we go down the second fret and we split that. In the valley G, clouds are rolling in the A7. Remember, A7, we're just leaving that open string, the middle string here we leave open on A7. The afternoon is heavy on your back to D. There's a truck out on the D7, 4-lane AG, mile or more away. And the A7 and the whining of his wheel just make it D colder. Now we have another verse. It's exactly the same thing, just different lyrics. Then we go into the chorus, which we're going to come off of a D at the end, and then we're going to go to a G on the Hey It's Good. G, hey it's good. A7, to be back home. D again. And on the last time, we go to a D7, and we say, yes it is, way up there, yes it is, and back to G. But he only does it on the last one. The second line, G, sometimes A7, this whole farm feels deep, like a long-lost G friend, yes, and hey, A7, it's good to be back home again. Okay, then there's a third verse, again, exactly the same as the first and second verses. And then we have what we can call a bridge. We're going to come off a D chord, and then we're going to start with a D7 and a quick G. And oh, and here we're going up on the voice. G, oh, the time that A7, I can lay this D tired old body G down. And E minor, feel your fingers, A7, feathers soft upon me, D, D7. We're gonna go up on the voice again with the G, and kisses that I, A7, live for, and the D, love that lights my G way. And the E minor, happiness that G living with you brings me, A7. And then we go back and we repeat the chorus. We do a final verse, the fourth verse, and then we repeat the chorus 2 more times. So this is a lengthy song to play the whole thing all the way through with a lot of lyrics. So another great song from John Denver, 1974. Hope you got something out of this lesson. It's a great song. It takes a little bit of work on the singing, but at least we don't have bar chords that make it more complicated, and we can play it open with D, capo at the 2 if you want to play it in the original key. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.